Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final episode of Suikoden II, the 108 Stars of Destiny. So, if my guess is right, this should be the ending, the last one, as we have nothing but the final boss up ahead, who is waiting for a severe ass-whooping from us. We have got our guys completely maxed out, best abilities that we've got, best runes, best equipment, best everything, best endeavors, and we have nothing else to do now but go there and bring an end to this horrible, horrible war that started, like 40 episodes ago. So let's get to it. And who do we have? Leon. Fred. I never meant for this to happen, but I must admit I'm impressed you made it here. Well, this is the end. The beast rune that Luca Blight left, its demonic incarnation is here. The demon that feeds on the blood of souls of the Muse citizens, it's all I could do just to keep it sealed here. It was Luca's plan all along to unleash this beast on the world. This is your final test. Can you win this time, Fred? Oh, Leon, what are you doing? God damn it. Here we go. There it is, that's the thing that destroyed Muse. And it is none other than the Beast Rune. Here we go. Okay. Well now, this is going to be done in a series of parts. As you can see, we've got the head, left head, right head, we have the rune in the middle, and we have the legs, the front two legs. So we're going to start off by taking out the rune, because if we don't, then we're never going to get through this thing. Peshmerga, you can give some happy little defense to everyone, please. And Fred, just focus on that rune. We're going to hit him with our most powerful stuff. It's going to be 2,000 versus 1. It's going to be 12,000. Do we want to be 2? We're not doing empty world. Yeah, let's do that. And Clive. Does Clive want to hit him with the shredding? Go on, Clive. Well, does it matter? Well, we have to test it out, right? So, let's go. This is it. This is what we came for, guys. We're not holding back. Very good. Come on, we've got to bring this thing down. We have to bring this thing down. Okay. Peshmerga, well done. Gets us some magic defense up. So this is going to be done in stages, this fight. First stage is bring that rune down and survive. Second stage is take out the left leg and survive. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. Third stage is take out the other leg and survive. Finally... Oh, jeez! Silence is the worst. My god. My god. Okay. Well... things could have been worse. Okay, Genshu. Let's just go all out with Genshu. Do we have a chance to sudden death the rune? That's the question. George. What are we doing? Peshmerga? I think Peshmerga should just attack. Normal attack the Rune. Crud. We don't have any healing. We don't have any healing. This is not good. Yeah, okay, this, maybe Peshmerga's got healing. Repel all magic. One time. I mean, that could work. No, I think we need to get this guy on healing. Okay, so first, heal Magus. George has the shredding. No, George, I want you attacking that thing. Peshmerga. We've still got some kind of defense in place, so that's going to work for us. So Peshmerga, concentrate on the Rune. Fred, all you can do is attack. And Clive, you can heal one person. That doesn't really help us. So then who would you heal? I think if Mazes is healed, then maybe Clive is at half health. No, we need to bring this thing down. Clive, focus on. Oh god, I don't know. No. I'm gonna go conservative here. This is the end boss. Clive's gonna heal himself. Okay, good. Whoa. What is going on? Okay, left leg time. As that's the one that causes status problems. Peshmerga, see if Earthquake works. Left leg. Fred still can't do anything. Left leg. George. No, we kind of need to heal. Okay, so Genshu, heal yourself. Peshmerga, that there. Fred, left leg. George, left leg. And Clive is silenced. Oh god. Clive, left leg. Let's go. Oh god, I'm focusing on the wrong leg. I meant his right leg. Let's see. Okay, how are we doing? We're getting there. I mean, do we carry on now? We want the right leg, I believe. Oh, God. No, to hell with it. Let's carry on. Left leg. I mean, that is what it is. Let's go. Okay, Mazes is back. That's good. So he can do Explosion. He can do Thor Shot or Pale Palace. I think Pale Palace. And then Clive, let's go. Okay, this is a hurting turn. Good. Lovely damage. Lovely bit of damage from Fred. I think we can do this. Alright, good stuff. focus on the other leg now. I'm hoping the silence status effect will go away soon. Pesmerga, boom. Alright, so we are still in it. That is good. Okay. Genshu. Fred is the one who needs... Oh, Genshu's gonna be slow as hell. He's just gonna have to do it. Yeah, he's gonna have to heal Fred. George, focus on the right leg. Pesmerga, focus on the right leg. Fred, focus on the right leg. Mazes can do whatever the hell he wants. Oh, why? I should have done this one here. Explosion, come on. Blow it up. And Clive... Clive needs... Yeah, focus on the right leg. Just take that thing down. Good stuff. Good stuff. Keep going. Get in there. God, come on, Genshin. Come on, Genshin. You gotta heal Fred here. Come on. Come on, man. How many turns does this guy have to attack, honestly? Okay, Mazes is going for it. Excellent. Okay, great. We've inflicted a massive status effect on that. On the head. Okay. Okay. I don't believe this. Our main healer is out of it. How insane is that? But it is okay. Left head or right head? Left head or right head? Which head? I don't care. Left head. Pesmerga. Left head. Just attack. Just explode it all up, please. Let's go. Oh, boom! Come on. Come on, we can do this. We did it, guys. We did it. We did it. Suikoden II, done. Look at that. And everyone lived as well. How good. How good is that? Look at that. We got 200,000 pots that we can't use. Wonderful. And so we go forth. And no Jowy. The throne room. It seems Jowy Blight is not here. That battle must have... Hurry, Fred! Well, we've got to find Jowy. I will not let you do such a foolish thing. We are leaving. Okay, Genshu drags us out. Well done. And it is time to hightail it out of there. I mean, it wouldn't be an end boss without the final dungeon falling apart. Lord Fred, You can't mean... Don't even say that as a joke. He'll come back. I know it. He can't die. He's going to bring peace to this land. He just can't die. Look! Okay. Well done. Fred! 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 I was worried about you, Fred. Welcome back, Fred. That's the Fred I know. You're blessed with good luck in combat. Fred, thank the gods. You did it. You really came back, Fred. Terrific. Great. We did it, guys. We did it. We beat the Highland forces. But what now? Good morning, Fred. Hey, come on, get up. Representative General Mackay from Two River and Mayor Gustav from Tinto are waiting for you in the Great Hall. Come on, hurry already. The war may be over, but there are still lots of things to be done. You've got a whole new country to create, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, so to the Great Hall we go. Wow. Can you believe it, guys? Can you believe it? We've done it. We have done it. But now I wonder what this newfound peace will look like. I'm just going to save quickly, because we might still mess something up here, because we want to get the best ending, remember? We've been waiting for you, Lord Fred. Congratulations, Lord Fred. Now we can finally begin to rebuild after this long, terrible war. Well, at least now there's one less enemy threatening city-state soil. But we still don't have true peace in these lands. Lord Fred, there is something we wish to ask of you. Lord Fred, there's still Harmonia to the north of here, and so we can't yet completely relax. Furthermore, because there was no trust between us, Luca Blight was able to divide the city-state. We need a single, unified country, one that can stand together against its enemies. Lord Fred, we want you to create a new country here. Fred Country. I mean, that's a terrible name. It's an awful name, but absolutely terrible name. And we want you to lead it. This matter was voted on and approved by Two Rivers' 3 Houses of Parliament. If it means a stronger nation, able to defend itself, we have no objections either. The knightdom of Matilda is no more, but we will follow your orders in this matter, Lord Fred. I feel the same way as Miklatov. And even Jess is on board. Most of the strength of Muse was stolen by Luca Blight, but we still haven't lost our pride as the center of the state. As acting mayor of Muse, I also intend to follow the will of Lord Fred. So, you could say you understand, and Fred will become the new ruler of this new nation that you created, but we don't want to do that. We can't do that. So where will you go, Fred? Where indeed? Yo, Fred, where are you going? There is a great power within you. I don't mean that rune stuck in your hand either. You've taken a great burden on your back thus far, and you have a duty to fulfill it to the end. For all the people who died in the war, and for the people who survived. Let him go, Flick. It's necessary, that is. But Fred, don't forget, you've always got a home here. Oh, Flick and Victor. I mean, they've just been brilliant. They've been kind of like the big brothers that we've needed. You know, when we first met them, all the way through to now, like, they have been the backbone of what has spurred us from, like, little kid right at the beginning to absolute badass rebel leader that we are now. So, we've done everything we can here, but if you recall, at the beginning of this game, very, very beginning, episode 1, we made a little promise. So, first of all, is it here? No, it's not here. It's around the corner, isn't it? 'Tis round the corner. If we go back up to Grandpa Genkaku's house, we search this tree here, we can find the Hunter Rune, the trio painting, and 30 potch, which we can't use because we've maxed out our potch. And we can look over this horizon. We can look over that horizon and remember that there was another promise that we made. So, right at the beginning of the playthrough, I'm hoping you guys have remembered it, but it requires us going back somewhere. That's somewhere. No, we're not doing this. We're not fighting these bunnies that we haven't seen since the beginning of the game. We're going to Tenzan Pass, and we are going up here. Remember, this is where it all started 40 episodes ago. One hay feverless YouTuber ago, when things were simpler. So I believe it's around here. And should be up here any moment. If you remember, this is where the camp was when we were part of the Highland Youth Brigade. And you might recall the promise we made to this chap. Fred, you came. Just like you promised. Here we are. Here once again. This is where our journey began. You and I walked along the same path for so long together, but this is where they began to diverge. But I have no regrets. But if I did, it would be that I had to betray the city-state and assassinate Lady Annabelle. You and I were a lot alike. We were both aiming for the same thing, but I just... At the Highland camp, after I let you both to escape ahead, I was captured and met Luca Blight again. I hated him from the beginning, it's true, but I think I admired his strength a little bit too. I thought, if I was that strong, I could protect everyone, and I could create a gentle world where nobody would ever be hurt. But... no, forget about it. This is a battle between the King of Highland and the leader of the Tonfa army. This is truly the final battle. We don't need to fight. We do need to fight, Fred. You have to have said that, by the way. Now, in this duel, it's very important. Very important, guys. Do not fight back. Here goes, Fred. We're just gonna defend. Why won't you fight, Fred? Because We don't feel the need to fight. Why won't you fight, Fred? Just gonna keep defending. What does Captain America say? I can do this all day. Why? Why have you come all this way, only to decide now not to fight? There's no reason to fight you. There is a reason. To remove any trace of the Highland Kingdom from this land. Agaris Blight and Luca Blight are already dead, and I've put Gilead to rest with my own hands. It's not quite true. I'm the last living Blight. Cut the Blight bloodline once and for all, or there will always be fanatics who'll try to revive the Highland Kingdom. After all, sometimes hope can drive people to madness. Let's make our war the last war ever to plague this land. I mean, he's really determined. Here goes, Fred. Nope. It's not happening. Why won't you fight, Fred? Not gonna do it, buddy. Fred, I was always jealous of you. There's something about you, always so strong and gentle. That's all that I ever wanted, to be loved by everyone just like you were. And that's why... Joey! I used too much power. The beast rune that Luca tried to free. I had to use my black sword rune to stop it. Our two runes together, they make a true rune. But if you use it by itself, it takes your life. Fred, I'm going to die anyway. So, I give you my life, so the two can become one again. Fred, your right hand. Don't go along with it. I can't do that, Joey. Fred, I'm sorry. I can't stand it anymore. All the lives that I stole. All the people I hurt. I can't do it, Joey. Please, I beg of you, don't let our dream have been in vain. Sorry, bud, not happening. Fred, there's no time, please. I'm already... Even so, I can't. Fred. What's this? The rune. This power, it's healing my body. There we go, the shield and sword rune. Or actually one rune, remember? Leknat, the rune of beginning. It only appears when the holders of the two runes face each other in combat. Just as when this world was first born. Fred, even so, you chose not to fight. That spirit, and the spirit of the 108 Stars of Destiny, they have called forth the power of the true rune of beginning. Fred, just as I thought, you are a strong man. Please go, Fred, Joey. The world is still mostly unknown to you, overflowing with new things. There's no reason for you to stay in these lands. Okay. But I murdered people with my own two hands. Lady Annabelle, Luca Blight, and all those soldiers. My sins are heavy. And they will not disappear so long as you live. But I believe you're strong enough to go on and make this world a better place. So as Leknat said, that was only possible because we had recruited the 108 Stars of Destiny, and we did not choose to fight. The man called Jowy Blight has no place on this world anymore. But I can forget this land, forget the name Jowy, and maybe I can start again. Of course. You must understand. Fred. This was the place where our journey began. How many hours have passed since we were first here? Let's go, Fred. Let's make this place the beginning of our journey. Sweet. Jowy joins the party. After how long has it been? I mean, wow. And what's happening now? If we hadn't run away then we'd have problems, because without you two, we wouldn't have peace in this land. Shoo! Lord Fred, so you're leaving, huh? I had hoped that you would stay and lead this country. You're the right man to do it. But I won't try to stop you. You've certainly paid your dues and then some. We could ask no more of you. Go out there and see the world, feel the world. There's still a big world to you. And I hope that when you're finished with your journey, one day you'll come back. There's just one thing I have left to report. Although I was asked not to tell you until this point, I'll understand if you wish to punish me for disloyalty. When Nanami fell in the Matilda Knightdom, remember this here? Was it a couple of episodes ago? What? But how could you fail? Quit it, Flick. He did all he could. Don't take your anger out on him. I know that, I know, but what about Fred? Damn it, Kiba and Nanami. They fought all along with us, and even though we won, even though we've come so far. Damn. Fred. Lord Shu? What is it? Can I speak with you inside? So you remember Shu got called inside? Sir Shu? Nanami! So, yeah, this is the surprise. Oh, Dr. Huan. I'm sorry. I asked Dr. Huan. Something on your mind? Yes. I'm thinking about getting away from Fred for a while. Fred will be saddened to hear that. I know that, but it's hard for me. Fred and Jowy fighting. Also, it's hard for me to see Fred in pain. When there were arrows raining down on us, and Fred tried to shield me with his body, I realized it. Fred shouldn't do such a thing. He's too important for that. A leader of men can't behave like that. That's why I'm going to let you have him all to yourself for a while. What will you do? I'll go back to Grandpa Genkaku's house. I think it's safe, and besides, when this is all over, that kid will need a place to return home to, right? Also, I have a favor to ask. If it's ever time for Fred to come home, tell him about this conversation. Why do you ask me to do it? Because I figured if it's you, you'd never tell him until it was absolutely necessary. Yeah, you're right. I'll do it. Oh, get in there, Shu. That's how to keep a spoiler away, huh? That's how to hold in a spoiler. And so, that's it. And those are my final words to you as your strategist. Take good care of yourself, Lord Fred. So, I mean, this is great news. Nanami's basically still alive. I mean, what the hell? Of course, that was only possible through the steps that we took. Pay our respects to Grandpa Genkaku. It's time for these three to go out into the world and lead the life that they should have had. They've been denied. There they go. And there's Pilica and Julia. I mean, it looks like they ended up well. This is definitely a step down for Julia. But, you know, as long as she's happy. And I suppose that's the best of all possible endings for Pilica, right? She just needed a family. So yeah, guys, this is the best ending. This was only possible through getting all 108 stars. Oh, hang on, here we go. Teresa became mayor of Greenhill and made peace with the Karaya. Shin left Greenhill to sharpen his skills as a swordsman. Amelia returned to Newleaf Academy, later became headmaster and also taught at the school. Fitcher returned to Mew City and was later elected as mayor. Jess, after ending term as acting mayor, chose to live as a normal citizen. Hauser became commander of the Tonfa National Army. Freed refused a position in the country of Tonfa and retired to live in Radat. Yoshino, as promised, she returned to Radat with Freed and lived happily. Marlowe founded a library in Tinto City and taught many children the love of learning. Gijimu fought in the Grasslands War as captain of the Tinto forces. Lo Wen lived happily in Two River City, where she opened a restaurant. Koyo occasionally visits Marlowe and marvels at his great scholarship. Hilda returned to the White Deer Inn to live a happy life with Alex and Pete. Alex returned to the White Deer Inn, can't seem to lose his treasure hunting bug. Maximilian, once the war was over, ended his long career as a knight in service of justice. Miklatov reformed Matilda Knightham, selected as commander, politely declined the honor. Camus went with him as well. Richmond, still a private investigator in Radat City. Oh man. What a game. What a game. We lost some good people along the way. Kiba, Annabelle, Necklord. Come on, he was awesome, you gotta admit. He had standards, man. And awesome music. In the first game, which I highly recommend you check out, he even serenaded us with some cathedral music. Eiley returned to her life as a traveling performer, but often thinks of Fred. Rena leads a group of performers with Eiley and Bolgan, travels around the world. Bolgan returned to his life in the traveling circus, continues to study hard. Annalie travels with her musical group, sharing her beautiful voice. Pico travels with Annalie and continues to get into trouble wherever he goes. Alberto travels with the group while improving his armorer skills that he learned in Crom. Tai-Ho returned to Kaku and his life of ribaldry and normal troubadour. Yamku enjoys the life of fishing on the shores of Lake Toran. Templeton currently traveling to try and discover the edge of the world. Basmerga left the Tonfa army to once again pursue Yuba. He's gonna catch him one day. Killy journeyed to Tanakan south of the Toran Republic. Lorelei planning to investigate the ruins in Kanakan before Killy can. Sai returned to his wife, where he lives contentedly as father and husband. Get in. Tomo reunited with her parents, currently living happily. Hana journeyed to the grasslands without saying a word to anyone. Zamza stayed in the Tonfa army as magic instructor, still as infuriating as ever. George Prime, with his contract over, he left like a ghost, whereabouts unknown. Anita traveled to the Toran Republic to challenge her rival. Oh, wonderful. I love the little epilogue that is given for all the characters. Of course, if any of them had died in battle, then we would be seeing that. But thankfully that didn't happen. Well, I mean, outside of the scripted battles. Ridley. Ridley returned to Two River, where he continued as leader of the Kobold army. Chaco, currently stirring up lots of trouble with his pals, and Sid, living somewhere in Two River, where he does his best to frighten the townsfolk. Gengen achieved his desire by becoming captain of the Tonfa Kobold unit. Gabocha, currently performing admirably as Captain Gengen's first lieutenant. Yuzu finally found her grandpa and returned home to Taro. Vincent de Boule journeyed to the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia to continue his studies abroad. Simone left with Vincent on the journey. Hans still working as the armorer of Unicorn Castle. Ulon stayed in the nation of Tonfa and became captain of the bodyguards. Genshu returned to his life of wandering. His whereabouts are currently unknown. Gantetsu returned to Klon in the Tauran Republic, where his expulsion was rescinded. Taki living happily with their daughter's family in Two River. Shiloh, his gambling house in Unicorn's Castle, is still a raging success. Tetsu returned to Lake West, where he was building the largest bathhouse in Tonfa. Rikimaru traveled north once again in search of the object of his revenge. Long Chan never forgets to do his daily runs, squats, push-ups, and sit-ups. Wakaba training daily with her teacher. The goal is to beat a bear with her bare hands. Oh my word. My word. I was thinking of Long Chan's training. Reminds me a bit of the training of One Punch Man. Oh god, guys, this game. I mean, without doubt, pride of the PS1. They just don't make them like this anymore. Labyrinthine, deep, intricate story, compelling characters. This is what it's all about. Meg, riding on Gadget, she took off on an adventure to find Jeppo. Gadget continues to allow Meg to travel with him, despite her selfishness. Tenko returned to his quiet life in Crom Village. Raura journeyed north towards the Tauran Republic. Tesai gained great fame as a swordsmith while continuing to work on Tonfa Castle. Lebrant James works as an appraiser while searching for Celadon Urn to bring collection to 1000. Mazes set off for the Tauran Republic to battle Crowley, the wizard, his arch-rival. Gilbert, tired of war, he retires as a merc, returned to his wife and child in Zexen. Gordon, still living in the nation of Tonfa, trying to expand Gordon industry. Hoi decided to retire from life of thievery, but soon realized that was a terrible mistake. Tony continues to work hard to grow delicious vegetables. Hai-Yo continues wandering in order to avoid being caught by the organization. Adlai returned to South Window, continue inventing and making trouble for his neighbors. Jude, looking for inspiration for his new work following Unicorn's guardian deity. Jean returned to Antlai to continue her work as a rune master. Karen, the men of Couscous still go to see Karen dance, annoying their wives greatly. Connell returned to the Forest Village and then handed her for Crystal Valley to continue studies. Luke, after the war, he considered his role ended and returned to Leknat's service. Yeah, so Luke was kind of like Leknat's right-hand man. I mean, he clearly had a deep knowledge of the lore and all that kind of stuff, the runes. But that didn't stop him being an absolute arse. Feather, with no place to return to, he still protects Unicorn Castle from all enemies. Siegfried returned quietly to the forest. Mukumuku returned to the forest from whence he sprang. Humphrey set off again on a journey for one temple of the Crystal Ballet. Futch set off for the Crystal Ballet with Humphrey in search of a dragon. Millie travelled to the grasslands in search of a bride for Bonaparte. Stallion continues his journey to become the fastest living creature in the land. Mondo, after completing Hanzo's mission, returned to Rokaku Village. Sasuke returned to Rokaku Village with Kasumi and Mondo. Amada commandeered a ship and returned to the island countries. Badiou stayed in Tonfa as a beastmaster, where he practices his unique skills. Bob moved back to Kobold Village, where he complains a lot, but lives a happy life. Ida returned to the deep forest, where she lives a life in harmony with nature. Kinnison returned with Shiro to the woods near Ryube, where he lives off the land. Shiro is always seen by the side of his master Kinnison. Yeah, gotta love some Kinnison. I suppose one of the regrets of this playthrough is that I didn't actually use a large number of the playable characters that we get. In particular, the beasts. I think we used Shiro on one or two occasions, but besides that... And the thing about the beasts is they're bloody powerful. But with that power comes an inability to equip rune slots, so that kind of meant that they weren't always the best options for playable characters. Also another thing, I mean, as much as I wanted to use a multitude of the other characters, there was always balancing the whole equipment versus upgrading weapons, and the expense of it all, because up until the end, where we basically become billionaires, it's really expensive to do that. Flick. Instead of going back to the warrior's village, set off on a journey with Victor. Victor, after destroying Necklord, set off on an aimless journey for a change of pace. Nina tried to, but couldn't follow Flick, still waiting in Green Hill for him to return. Sierra decided to hang around with the humans instead of returning to Blue Moon Village. Khan became the first vampire hunter and started to look for a new life. Clive set off once again on his hunt for Elsa. Vicky drank too much champagne and accidentally teleported herself off somewhere. Hicks continued his coming-of-age journey with Tengar. Tengar received Villager's blessing for marriage, currently waiting for Hicks to propose. Ah. Kiba. During the Matilda campaign, he led his own unit and was killed at the mercenary fort. Klaus stayed in Tonfa and received training as a military strategist. Kasumi returned to Rokkaku after completing the mission given to her by President Lepant. Barbara became keeper of the nation of Tompa's national vault. Juan returned to Muse to begin healing of all of the people injured during the war. Tuta continued his advanced training in the art of medicine while assisting Dr. Juan. Tuta's a guy? What? Leona, they say there's never an empty chair at her tavern in Unicorn Castle. Sheena returned to Torrent to get some extra gold, and then set off on a journey of exploration. Apple said goodbye to Shu, set off on her own journey to research the life of Matthew. Shu dreams of a quiet life even as he continues to play a vital role in Tonfa. Nanami, after reuniting with Chiaro, the three friends continue their journey together merrily. Fred, to him, the smiles of Joey and Nanami are his greatest treasures. So what a game this was, guys. What a game. My word. I mean, without joke. Pride of the PS1. I'd have to say this game is up there with the Final Fantasy VII's, 8s and 9s, the Dragon Quests of the time as well. And they just... I mean, I've said it before, but they just don't make games like this anymore, which is a real shame. Like, the scope and breadth of this is absolutely huge. And, I mean, at the time, in terms of graphics, like, this was really pushing the boundaries of the PS1. This was, like, really, really good stuff, and a noticeable improvement over the first Suikoden game as well, which was really, really something. So, I mean, credit to him. Really, really well done. You can tell a lot of the inspiration for this here came from the Chinese novel Shui Hu Juan, Water Margin, and, I mean, you got Shu, categorically Zhuge Liang, like, master strategist, especially his, like, some of the tactics he employs are very much out of, the romance of the Three Kingdoms, and I love that. I'm all about that, and I just thought it was great. Absolutely great. I love how distinct and diverse all of the characters were. Like, they had their own stories and backstories and lore to go with them, and distinct weapons and everything. And unfortunately, like this, as you've seen how big this game is, it is actually huge. And there's an awful lot that I didn't get to do, that was actually missed out. But if you happen to find a decent copy of this game out there, and they're quite expensive now, I gotta say, but if you happen to find a copy, or even if you happen to get a decent emulated version, then check it out, because there's a lot more stuff here than was covered in this Let's Play, I'll tell you that. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, please do a big solid to the channel, and give this video a like and thumbs up. And if you like this kind of stuff and want to see more, please consider subscribing, as it's a big help to the channel, and you'll be doing this Fred a big solid. Anyhow, this has been Suikoden II. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.